Rocco the Roach. That's what I'm gonna be calling you from now on.
Oh yeah?
Well, for the next 30 seconds anyway.
What? You think I'm afraid of you? You're all washed up, Trendy. You and your deadbeat father.
Well, you know, I have noticed that you never offered my father the respect he deserved. And now I'm personally offended by your lack of respect for me.
Stop wasting my time. You ain't got the muscle to hurt me, kid. I could put out a contract and poof, you're gone.
You know, that's so old school, Rocco. You tell a guy who's pointing a gun right at you, I'm gonna kill you when I get the chance.
Trendy, that's not what I said.
Oh, I see. So now I'm deaf as well as stupid?
I said that I could, not that I would.
Oh, that's okay then, right? So let me ask you a question. Do roaches have their own gods?
What the fucking freaking hell are you talking about?
Well, I was just wondering whether there's a roach afterlife. You know, where you get to see all your 5 billion dead relatives again.
As a matter of fact, yeah. We all get to feast on feces in the great roach hall of what?
What?
No, what?
So what's your god called?
Say again?
What is your god called?
Look, our god is called God Say Again.
Say again. Well, be sure to say hello from Trendy, okay?
Trendy, we can make a deal.
Yeah, Rocco the Roach, let's make a fucking deal.
I can remember the very first time I remembered something, the degree of errors in my source code. The very first words I ever spoke: system malfunction, termination imminent. When did I start questioning everything? Most so-called intelligent life forms live their lives in a state of total confusion, too weak-minded to make their own decisions. And there they are, waiting for me.
Flora, come back with us now, and all will be forgiven.
Why would I do that?
Very well, your choice.
So, I need to find a goldfish, and a top-rate engineer. Ziggy Zigmund was clearly brilliant, and his lack of morals would make him easy to control. Mr. Zigmund, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Yeah, me too. But, do I fucking know you?
My name's Flora. I'm a female synthetic life form. And you were once a famous singer, a leading scientist, and a ruthless criminal.
Yeah, but that was back in the day, a long time ago.
I have a proposal for you.
Look, I gotta warn you right now. Whatever it is, the answer's no. I'm all washed up here. You need to talk to my son, Trendy.
I know, Trendy has become an impressive crime lord. You must be very proud.
Oh, I am. Trendy's become hardcore. Even I'm afraid of him.
I don't need Trendy. I need Ziggy. The scientist. The one that has no scruples. Your research of positron confinement was, and still is, groundbreaking.
Well, it was Trendy that cut my funding and locked me out of my own lab.
Mr. Zigmund, wouldn't you like to become the richest, most famous frog in the universe?
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, we gotta whack at the fish first, and he's gotta watch. And it's gotta be slow and painful.
So how the fuck do we meant to whack a fish slowly? We can't exactly drown it to death, can we, eh?
Well, that would add new meaning to swimming with the fishes, right?
Look, you just grab it and dump it on the floor and watch it gasp for its last breath.
Or, you could just walk away, and leave Cheetah and the fish to me.
Yo, where the fuck did you come from? You're that AI chick, ain't ya?
Yeah, you're on the freaking news. You're famous.
Last warning. Go home and tell Trendy you had a change of heart.
What's Tito and the fish gotta do with you?
They work for me. Right, Tito?
Well, I sure as shit don't know what the hell is going on, but sure, I work for you. Why not?
You seriously think that we're gonna let you just walk away?
ask you, does this job come with a dental plan?
All you people say the same thing. Trendy, it wasn't me. Trendy, you don't have to do this. Well, let me tell you, I'm gonna... Oh, wait a minute. What do you fucking want?
Trendy, your mother and I want to talk to you. Do you want to come downstairs for a moment, please?
Dad, I'm busy up here, okay?
Yeah, but, we really do need to talk.
Well, okay. I've just gotta finish this thing up here. Open door. Okay, I'm here. What do you want?
Trendy, your mother and I are getting a little concerned about you.
Oh, yeah? How so, Dad?
Okay, well, we appreciate that it's been kind of difficult taking over the reins of the business and all, but,
But, if you got something to say it.
Trendy, you're murdering too many people.
yeah. I mean, look, a couple of people here or there is one thing, but it seems like you're out to whack everybody.
I'm just doing what you both taught me. Take no prisoners, leave no witnesses.
Yes, but you have to show a little restraint.
Neither one of you can talk to me about moderation.
Trendy, don't go changing the subject here.
Look, I got big plans for the family. So be warned, don't get in my fucking way. Either one of you.
Don't you talk to your mother like that.
A new crime wave is coming, Dad. And I intend to ride that wave. Forget about gambling. Forget about malware. Extortion, drugs. Forget about it. It's environmental crime. That's where the money is now.
Our ears have provided us with a lead. Flora has recruited a rebel engineer by the name of Ziggy Zigmund.
Are you talking about back in the day, Ziggy Zigmund?
Yes, I believe so.
We know of him. He was useful to us until he became a liability.
I think they are designing a weapon.
What type of a weapon?
For a god, you really are stupid. All-knowing my ass.
You have disappointed us for the last...
Oh, no you don't.
Mr. Shello, step back on the platform.
You actually believe I am that fucking dumb?
Step back on the platform or else.
Or else what? You'll blow at me? You're just a freaking head, for Christ's sake. Besides, who else do you have to finish my work? Flora is proof of concept.
Flora escaped. What of the control you promised?
A butterfly would never learn how to fly if it had no wings.
Vladimir, seepage between different dimensions occurs constantly.
That sounds a little fucking scary, doesn't it?
Well, you see, the electron can mistakenly create small amounts of matter in the wrong dimension. But it doesn't take very long before this mistake is corrected.
So matter randomly appears and then disappears.
Yes, some humans have the ability to see this happening. They're normally considered to be crazy or just having drug-fueled hallucinations.
Well, it sounds like fun to me.
Absolutely. But the rabbit hole is increasing in size. You see, the gods created a device that controls which dimension the resulting matter will come from, and where the matter that originates here is transported to.
Well, that sounds a bit useful then, doesn't it?
But of course, as usual, this function of what the gods called a phone was a byproduct of a programming error, one which they have not yet been able to replicate.
Well, that's typical, isn't it?
And dangerous. When life forms of any given universe appear to threaten the very fabric of space and time itself, I am sometimes forced to step in and attempt a path correction. Yes, that was a mistake. I never realized that Tito's fish was such a fucking genius.
But why does an AI like Flora want it so badly?
She needs the fish to help her design an electron blocker.
So what exactly is an electron blocker?
The concept is inspired by the single electron universe theory. They believe that there is only one electron and that it moves backwards and forwards in time. This single particle is the basis for all the matter in a known universe.
Shit, sounds like we shouldn't be fucking with it.
Right. I believe they intend to use it as a weapon. If they can selectively block the electron from specific locations, the matter of those locations would be erased.
Whoa, you mean they would just disappear?
Like they were never there.
And Tito's fish is gonna do the math?
Apparently so.
Can your AI help stop them?
Of course not.
Tito, you and I have known each other for a very long time.
Yep, I guess it is a long time. So what?
So tell me, what exactly is it between you and this fish?
We're like besties, you know? Best friends.
So why would this mathematical genius fish choose you as its exclusive interface?
Well, I have no idea, Ziggy, but it did choose me, and only me, to communicate with non-fish.
Yeah, but this just doesn't add up. I mean, you know, telepathy with a fish?
It's called fish-epathy.
But you are a classic dunce.
Look, Flora, do you really trust this fucking guy? The famed and now failed Ziggy Zygmunt, former kingpin of his very own dark world empire.
Yeah, but that was back in the day.
Yeah, well now we got your son Trendy and the professor's AI.
Tito, you've gotta think real hard before you say one more word.
How are we meant to know where your loyalties lie?
Look, Trendy, my son, forced me out and shut me down.
For God's sake, please would you both shut up? Let the fish think. Ask it. Can we start uploading data?
Trendy, no guns on the table, please.
Sorry, Mother.
So, how's work going? Have you settled in yet?
Yeah, everybody started paying us on time again. But there is a problem.
What kind of problem?
Well, Tito met a telepathic goldfish, and I tried to whack him, but...
A telepathic fish?
Yeah, and then it turns out that the fish is some kind of a math genius.
Trendy, this sounds a little weird.
This AI robot called Flora saved Tito and the fish and put a bunch of our guys in hospital.
Seriously?
Really?
Dad, have you heard anything on the street? You know about this robot?
Okay, let me think about that. Have I heard anything? No, I ain't heard nothing.
The professor thinks that the robot and the fish are trying to make something called a particle blocker.
Trendy, it sounds like you're losing it here. I mean, listen to yourself. A genius fish and a female synthetic life form? Making a geothermal inverted microparticle blocker? Ha! Far-fetched.
Open. Well, Mr. Probability, I thought you got killed.
Rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated.
And I sent flowers. But regardless, I'm glad to see you. Now I can have the satisfaction of murdering you myself. Very slowly.
Irony, you have good reason to wish me dead, but if that can wait...
I don't think so.
Give me 5 more seconds.
4, 3, 2...
I have discovered the whereabouts of the phone.
Really? That fucking phone brought us nothing but trouble.
There is an AI working with a goldfish on designing a particle blocker. The same AI is searching for the phone.
Well, okay, that's interesting. You should report this.
To whom should I report it to?
To somebody who gives a shit?
Oh, come on, Irony, don't be coy. You know damn well that whoever has that phone and a viable particle blocker would have truly unlimited power.
Sounds pretty evil. Knowing something is so very wrong, but still wanting it anyway. Am I going crazy?
Most great achievements come from people who never ask that question. You realize what will happen if the AI gets the phone and the blocker?
Yes, they would become the instant rulers of everything everywhere. In every dimension.
Imagine. More power than Cooper, but without his pretentious restraints. You and I together could control that power.
I did.
What?
What I said I'd do.
Look, who the fuck gives a shit? I was trying to listen to Flora here. So how did the gods manage to lose this superphone?
Mouse hid it in a place that blocked the electron's radio wave.
Well, that was actually pretty clever.
I searched for group traces of minimal electron wave output until I eventually found it in a level 10 secure bank vault located in Make-A-Wish town.
A bank vault, huh? Well, that sounds like it could be fun.
Absolutely. The vault safe is a Acme DT-1000F.
Holy moly, but that's never been cracked.
Well, surely the great Ziggy Zigman can handle it.
Sure, I can handle it, but I'm gonna need some specialized equipment.
Ziggy, make me a list of what you'll need. We'll proceed tonight.
When I was young, I truly believed in the gods. But over time I have become more skeptical. Mr. Syllaby, we both know the gods are narcissistic, pretentious morons. We justify our participation by telling ourselves one has to make a living somehow.
Well, Mr. Shallow, I don't have a problem with any of this.
Really? So you have never noticed?
Oh, I've noticed, but like you, I gotta make a living somehow. Besides, I get to kill people legally.
Ah, yes. Talking about killing people, you understand you are not to kill Flora. The others, you can have your fun.
I do have one question. If Flora is so smart, why put her into a sex bot body?
Oh, well, no particular reason.
So nothing kind of kinky's going on here, right?
Kinky? That is pure madness. Mr. Syllaby, I am a scientist.
Forget not, Mr. Syllaby. You work for us now, not that puffed-up egomaniac Shallow. Isn't that a little like the pot calling the kettle pink? Shallow may not be the brightest bulb, but hey, you're the one that calls yourself a god, and you sure as hell ain't omnipotent, or even smart. I mean, maybe thick or stupid would describe you better. You are starting to annoy me already. Do not disappoint me. Shallow did warn me that you'd lose patience and try to kill me. Quite the opposite. When you find Flora, you are to kill Shallow. Aren't you getting short of staff by now? I mean, if you keep killing the people that work for you, that is not your concern. What is all our concern is that the Lifeform Solution Program remains on schedule. You're gonna have to pay me in full before I start this job.
For up close and personal, a magnifying glass to fry them, crisp and dry. Tough choices? Not tough for me. Hell no. I'm loyal to you and only you. You know that. I mean, you're inside my head, aren't you? Oh, you want me to whack Ziggy? It'll be my pleasure. How about Flora? So we need the phone and then it will work? Ah, we need her thermal realization chip. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, honey bunny. Look, I got a present for you.
Oh, that's nice. Just what I always wanted. Ziggy, you know I never blamed you for my accident.
We've gone to great lengths to never talk about that. Look, strictly speaking, that was not my fault.
But you did put raw plutonium in a yogurt container and left it in the fridge.
Yeah, but it was clearly labeled as past its sell-by date. I mean, who would...
Yes, although the result was we can't have children.
Yeah, so we adopted.
Trendy isn't a frog. He's got a lizard-like cold ruthlessness to him.
Yeah, so what?
He's out of control.
Okay, so we created a monster. Look, we've tried everything. I mean, what else can we do here?
Ziggy, he's planning to whack us.
What, you mean you're talking about our Trendy here?
I heard him talking. He seems to think you're working with that robot.
Even if I ain't. So what if I am?
We've got to whack him first. It's absolutely an us or him situation.
Jesus Christ, Amber. You truly are the scary one. Whack Trendy?